Hello, it's Simone. I'm here again. So this is going to be a bonus Ko-fi video with my journal because I want to journal, but I don't really want to do it alone. And I think I need to bring you out a little bit more. Just like up, like so maybe. Yep, that sounds good, looks good. And first of all, I added my monthly insert that I received from Sterling Ink into my planner or journal cover, and it's kind of fat now. And I'm not sure that I like this, so I don't know what I'm going to do with this, how I'm going to set this up. I want to have a sticker book here. I want to have this here. This holds a lot of ephemera that I want to use. Maybe I need to just empty it out too and just get rid of what I don't use. But also I go through this all the time and then I'm like, oh my god, I love this so much, I want to keep it. So I don't know if this is going to get any flatter. But this is just really chunky. An idea would be, my friend Amy told me she used several of these sticker release paper notebooks to add those PET tapes that she cut around them and stuck them in the release paper so they're easier to use, which I think is a really fabulous idea. And so I was thinking, what if I made a cover with just the embellishments, like a sticker notebook, sticker cover, and then have one where I just have my journal, my two journals inside. But that's also, it's like, that's a lot. I mean, that's the home setup. And then when I go away, I could just put all in one cover, whatever I'm taking with me. And then that would be the travel setup. That could be a thing, right? So I just filmed a video earlier today where I noticed that the 2024 monthly, and I think this says N1, yes, Sterling Ink insert starts in December. And I want to use it to see if I actually am going to use it for 2024. I think I want to just get these to lay flat or more open, get these a little bit used. And I think, nope, I want to do, I know that there's stuff on top. This is like how people prefer their covers to be, but I wish for these traveler's notebook covers or notebooks, they would just use regular cardstock, like the traveler's notebooks come in regular cardstock covers as well. I didn't know. When I purchased these, I just saw monthly. Okay, that's cool because I want to use a monthly. But I didn't know that these came with white or empty pages in the back. So now I'm going to not let this bother me. Like, let these bother me, and I think I have to use them for something, because then I feel guilty if I don't, and they're just there, period. If I come up with an idea or if it just happens to be something that I want to use them for, that's great, but I am definitely not going to make myself come up with a purpose for this and then it doesn't work or so. So I want to use these monthlies, and I want to use them like so. In 2021, I used a Hobonichi Techo Day Free for my journal for the first, I started August. Here is an 8, so I started August, but I stopped using it really as a journal a little earlier. And what I did in the monthlies, I kind of summarized my day a little, and I added some ephemera, and here I stamped, or I stuck in a stamped item, and I really, sorry, I really liked how this looked, and then I didn't continue doing that, so I put in sticky notes, which I don't want to do this. I don't want this to be overwhelming. I just want this. This is what happens with these, with some of these stamps. If they're oil based, then, oh no, this is a sticker. What is this? So I decorated a little here with stickers and ephemera, and I really liked that. And I really especially liked how this looks and how this looks. Here I just didn't journal, so I just put a stamp right here, and it was always the same color scheme. And yeah, I really enjoy how this looks. So I thought maybe I could recreate this idea, but with a slightly different focus in this traveler's notebook. And so I thought I'd take you along. I have a lot of ephemera or Christmassy themed ephemera that I would like to use, and see if I can make this work in here. I have these are cool. These could be lovely. I'm putting away things that I think might not work. And yeah, and I want to put the snippets of each day. No, that's not really true. I want to put the small things, the little things that might get lost in my weekly journal because I just don't remember them. Those I want to put into this journal. And just one thing each day, one little thing each day. That's the idea. And I don't know if this is how it's going to happen, or what I'm going to actually do then. That's the idea. And if you've watched my emergency chat where I talked about my journal confusion, this notebook is a direct result of that. I decided against a Hobonichi cousin because I felt like that was just too much, and also because I had, of course, already bought most of my things. Well, that's so stupid, because the things that I'm going to use now, I just purchased from Sterling Ink. Which is one thing that I have decided I want to hold myself accountable, but my plan is not to purchase anything, any planners during the releases, and just purchase when I'm ready to commit. So that's what I have here. And my idea originally, like I'm super enamored with this washi tape, but for some reason I don't find places where I could, ooh no, please don't rip. I don't know where to put this. It's so bold, but maybe that would be the fun thing that I should be doing, fun things. So I also really loved how I did the title there, and I think what I used for that was the Zig Clean Color dot pens. And that's another thing. I want to use my stuff more. So, how often can you say so without the other person turning off the video? We will find out soon. What if I used this here at the edge, maybe to week 40, and then I wrote December here, or do I write December here and then just use this? Oh, okay. What if I just use this all the way down? I'm going to do that. Exactly, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to commit, and that's how this is going to work. I am going to put this here. Well, okay, of course, this is not straight. How can I make this straight? This is going to take, do I have? Okay, this needs to go further here. Where does this go wrong? Oh, up here. Oh, I know that Tomoe River paper often isn't the best for ripping up washi, but this is still not straight. I hate when this happens. Is it noticeable? Yes, it is. Okay, let's try this again. How do I get this straight when it's not a straight edge? Please, can someone tell me? So how do I want to do this now? I'm going to do it like so. Where's that dude with the candy can? It's not, it's coming back. It's a repeat down here. Okay. Okay, so now let's just go on this side. Do I want to cut this off right now? No, I don't. I'm just going to leave it just like it is, like so. I thought I was going to just simply add this down here because that's when Christmas is happening. Maybe I was going to overlap it, but I don't think I am. And then so we already put up our tree, which I love, but we haven't decorated it yet. I feel like I want to be in the right mood for it, but what if that mood never comes? Do I just have a tree that is not decorated? But then also I really love, so our Christmas tree decoration is very eclectic. It's ornaments that we've collected throughout the years. I was an exchange student here in the United States, and my host family used to send me Christmas packages every year, and they used to send an ornament for each one of my family members, and that was just so fun. And now my mom somehow destashed all of them. She didn't want them in her house anymore. So now I have all of those weird ornaments. But I also have, for instance, ornaments that I bought. Just a random assortment. I have ornaments that I made with, I think this is how I did it. I am going to cut this because I just think it's nicer, even though it's not going to be straight. We just saw that it's not going to happen. Straight is not in this house. Oh wow, this is working really well. And so for me, this is like when I open those, when I take out all the ornaments, it's more a, oh my gosh, do you remember that? And so I love doing that. Once a year, I love remembering all the fun things that all the fun ornaments that we bought, because sometimes some of them are related to something that happened or some interest that my kids had, or just when they were little and they made ornaments, so they're still left. Some of them the cats have destroyed, but not all of them. And so it's always so much fun to look back, and especially since my kids are now teenagers. One has moved out and is not coming home for Christmas, which is, I'm totally okay with her decision. I don't go home to my parents over Christmas or for Thanksgiving. We don't celebrate Thanksgiving in Germany, but we do have something similar, which is not Thanksgiving, and it's not as controversial in some parts as here. We have Erntedankfest, which is a harvest feast, where they celebrated successful harvests, and that's what that is called. And it's in early October. It's very similar. The date is very similar to Canadian Thanksgiving, and it's not a big celebration. Like, families are not traveling. Nobody is celebrating that. It is a date in the calendar, and that's it. And in kindergarten and preschool, people, they would celebrate that, but not as a family thing. I want to put this here, where you would travel home for Thanksgiving and have some fancy Thanksgiving meal or anything like that. This is not how that happens. So she's not coming home, and so then having those ornaments as a replacement is not true. It's not a replacement. Do I want this here? It's just, it's nice. It's nice looking through them and seeing them all. I think this is what I want to do. I want to put December somewhere. I was originally thinking I want to put it up here, but I think it's most cohesive if it's down here, and maybe I'll put this tree here, and maybe I can just cut this one. Okay, so I originally thought I was going to write in red, but now I think I should use green instead, this one. And now we can test the Sands and Tomoe River paper. Do I want to test right? I haven't used these in forever. Is there a testing paper? I have a whole drawer full of paper that I need to sort, because it's so... Oh, this green is not... I'm glad I tried. I was going to write around, I was going to copy this exactly the way I did it in... I'm going to use this one. I think this matches, and then I can take a darker green and go around, but I don't know how to... So how am I going to do this? I think that works. How big is this? Yeah. Okay. Yep. Now it needs to dry, and we can check. I mean, I can see here where there is a lot of ink that it is starting to... I don't know if you can see this, like these little teeny tiny dots. This is basically bleed through, beginning bleed through, but I'm okay with that. I can just cover this up with a sticker next time. So I could put one here and then the other one over there. I think that would frame this whole thing really nicely. I had originally thought I wanted to put those baubles here. I have bought this maybe 5 years ago. I'm still not done using it up. But maybe I can just intersperse them somehow through the whole month. At least one of each. So then I would be left with 2. That's kind of doable. And I am having fun. So this is, even if this is just going to last for 1 month, I am having fun. Where's the other? Now it's lost. Where's the other Christmas tree sticker thingy? Didn't I just have this? I think what I definitely need to do is put in not a pencil board, but this one. What is that called? Blotting paper. But my blotting paper is pink. Maybe I need to cut another one out. What I've been using too as kind of blotting paper, I can't find it. I get it anymore. Here. This one I'm going to cut up, and I've been using, I also have been using the what are these called? The postcards from Atlas Stationers, but I could cut this just here with my paper cutter, and then I can use this. I have a hard time letting go of these, so there it is. See, I'm glad I lifted it up. Yeah, I'm having fun, and I want to do this. And I hope that I have enough time to, well, first of all, I hope that I have, even if I don't get around to decorating this every month, I hope that this will not deter me from using these monthlies for the daily, that I don't want to say daily joy snippet, more like a daily thing. I'm going to do 1 through, do I do 3? What is 3? We'll see. Okay, so is this, I'm going to put this right here. And then this one right here. Yep, that's how I'm going to do this. So, yeah, I'm hoping that I'm not, if I haven't set this up, then I'm like, okay, I can't use this because it's not made pretty. That's not how I want to be. And I'm hoping that by setting this up now for the first month. What is wrong, Jelly? He's coming up here and now he's walking all over the place. Wait for it, he's coming. No, he's not. Oh, he's sitting there. I want to move this a little bit further out. Right here. Yep. Then I need a green, and I love using, well, that's one of the reasons. Is this green or is this brown? But there's the green one. I want to use those. I love using these Sarasa Vintage. And now I think I'm going to turn this around so that I can draw around this, but I love using these. This is not cool, but we'll just pretend it didn't happen. I, for some reason, and that's basically one of the reasons why I have been thinking about moving into the Hobonichi cousin, was because I am not really using any of my supplies. The weeklies are awesome, especially if you want to stay on top. If keeping up might be hard sometimes, then these weeklies, because you know each week has 7 days. If you have to fill in 7 days, 7 pages, 7 A5 pages, that is daunting. That is really hard to do a lot of the time. But if you only have 2 pages, so 1 spread to fill in. That's doable even if you're in a period of time where you don't have a lot of time to dedicate to your journals. And I'm still in that time, just because I'm currently not doing much, which I hope is going to change soon. Doesn't mean that I have that much time to dedicate to my journals. I love doing swatching inks. I love exploring inks. I love writing letters, and the more time I use up for my journals, the more time I cannot dedicate to all of those other areas of interest. And I think that is one of the reasons why I, in the end, decided not to move to the Hobonichi cousin, is because I need to remember that what I'm currently doing is not, I'm not doing all the things by choice, because I need to make sure that I'm not over extending my capabilities, in a sense, so that I'm not hurting all the time. I'm feeling better, and maybe that's why I'm so restless and I want to do more, but I still need to take it slow. And yeah, so I'm opening up this thing here, and I'm starting one small thing more, and I'm not changing the whole system, so that I can satisfy those needs that I identified, but not by changing the whole thing. And I'm also not going to use anything fancy. I'm just going to use my Hobonichi pen. So I am going to write here the one small thing. I think I'm going to add these 2 into my weekly journal as well, which is totally okay. I want to, if I document them twice, that's fine. I have the space, but if there was something that was bigger, for instance, and I just didn't have room, I would not be forgetting these small items. So the one thing that happened, and maybe I can just already use one of those. And I like this one, the green one, because I don't know. I feel like I should stay in this design. And if you're curious, this is Molinta. Molinta is the designer. I am not really sure where they are from, and I might just use this then in January. That would be fun. Or maybe not. Who knows? Huh? Why does this look so different? What is happening? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1. Oh, because next January starts on a Monday, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you don't have any of this, so this is a much bigger space. And then in February we have 29 days, so I guess there's a lot of space that I can use to decorate, which is nice. I don't care. I'm going to mix and match, so I'm going to put this right here. And so I'm going to write here, I'm going to write Micha, which is my husband. Oh, and I want to use this as a writing board, so I don't have all the impressions from my Uni Jetstream, which has basically a ballpoint tip. Micha filled the vitamin box for Josh and I before he left for the weekend. My husband usually fills up the vitamins that we all take every day in a small little canister. We don't really take much, but that's his job. And he's like, if I don't do this, nobody's going to do this. We're all going to die. We're exaggerating, but it's like, it's fun to talk like that. And so the last time he said that, I said, I feel like that when you do this, this is an expression of love. I feel loved when you do this for me. And so that was so cool when, I don't know when I realized that he did that, but when I realized it, I was like, I felt so warm in my stomach. And so I wanted to write this down. And then yesterday, Maui, the cat that is really very, we have 3 cats. Maui is the least affectionate cat of all of them. He only allows love on his terms. Jelly, our big cat, he's like, you can do whatever with him. And he's like, oh, everything's fine. Oh, all is cool. Maui is like, what are you doing to me? Why are you touching me here? Now I have to clean myself again. Back off. F off. Go away. And he doesn't. The Judith cat, the girl, she sleeps with my middle son every night. She sleeps in his bed. Jelly comes and sits on our laps when we sit in front of the TV. So they all sleep with people often, but Maui does not. And last night he came into my bed and then he curled up in my, in my armpit, basically. So I made this little nest for him and he rolled himself up in there and he stayed there for like 30 minutes. And I was like, oh my God, I cannot move anymore. I need to stay just like that. Don't do anything. I'm feeling so loved. And that was so, so good. Maui rolled up next to me in bed and enjoyed me. What do you call it? Streicheln is the German word. Patting him? Is there a word? Stroking him? Like when you put in the and enjoyed me caressing, that's a nice word, him with purrs. So good. Okay, so today, I don't know yet what today is going to be. It might just be that I really loved today's ink from the ink vent, but that is what I am going to write in here every day. I hope I find a tiny snippet every day that I can put in here. And then at the end of the year, basically I have these tiny snippets. And also I wanted to do a gratitude journal or start a gratitude journal in November, and that totally didn't work out. I really think that is basically the extension of that. I'm reframing it for myself. It's not gratitude. It's the little teeny tiny things that make my days special, that I don't want to forget. I often, this is my creative output, and sometimes these small and little snippets just get lost because I don't have enough space. And I don't want to just do the little snippets in here. I want to be able to be creative and free and stick in big things without the fear that I don't have room for this. And so I think this is a really great addition to that journal, but we will see how it comes along when it happens. Alrighty, I've been journaling for 34 minutes. And I think I'm going to end it here. I really don't know if I am going to use any of these pages for anything. They're not super bulky, they don't take up much space. I might sticker this up, I might decorate the outside, but I'm not there yet mentally, physically. I'm still in 2023. I'm slowly getting to the point where I'm like, okay, 24 is starting. So what do I need to do to be able to use my planner in 2024? That's where I am right now. And all of those things, the covers and the stickers on there, will be happening in due time. But I'm trying to be less, not overexcited. That's not the right word, because it's really fun to set these things up. But I don't want to stress myself out with expectations that then I'm not able to fulfill, and then I suddenly can't use a planner or a journal because I didn't decorate the front yet, and without the decoration it's not possible. I don't want to do that, and it feels good. So I am going to see you in my next video. Whenever you watch this, I hope you are having a great time. I hope you had some inspiration and you had some fun journaling along with me. That's why I make these videos, not to give any information, not to sell stuff. I'm just doing these because I have a lot of fun talking to my stationery buddies while I work in my journals. Alrighty, I will see you soon. Until then, bye.